Hey guys, it's Smooches. What's going on, guys? I am making this video not because of my hair, because I just did the video. You guys see how my hair is growing. I'm my own hair crush. Anyway, so I'm making this video because this is a serious matter and it recently happened to my son Matai, which you know is 11 years old. Now Matai, he's small for his age, but he's got a great big personality, and he's like a chihuahua. You know how a chihuahua is very small, but they're always barking and they're so tough. They don't care what kind of big dog comes near them. So Matai, as you know in my previous videos, if you've looked at any, he has a growth problem, so he's on growth hormones. And right now, his age, he looks about 8 years old. People always think he's younger than what he really is because he's so small, but he just turned 11. What's the date? Oh, last week, last Thursday. So now he's on his way to middle school, and I'm a little nervous about that. And I feel like it's a sign of what happened last week to him, that it's not going to be a comfortable environment for him in middle school. You know, with middle school being sixth graders now, with the junior high kids. When I grew up, it was junior high. Start at 7th grade to 9th grade, which was perfect. Everybody's a teenager. Now they have 6th graders who are just basically just turned 11 years old now. So when they start, a lot of them are going to still be 11. Some just turning 12. So what happened was the day before his birthday, apparently a kid that he doesn't get along with, because Matai, let me tell you, Matai loves people, loves his peers, want to be everybody's friends, is very trusting and naive, and just want to be a center of attention, and loves to perform and entertain for people. You know, he's that type of kid. So those type of kids are the ones that get bullied the most, I feel. And because I was bullied when I was younger, and I was the same way as Matai. And the bullying didn't start until junior high. And I was bullied because of my height, not being too small, but being too tall. When I was growing up, there wasn't too many like tall girls, and I was always the tallest girl, and I was taller than most of the boys, so you know I was getting the bullying from both genders. And I must have had tough skin. I had pretty much tough skin because here I am today. And growing up, after I left high school, things got better. College was totally different. And it wasn't even really high school. It was some of high school that I got most of the bullying. I don't remember too much of my junior high school. Okay, so it did start in high school. I don't remember too much in my middle school, junior high school, but I do remember in high school. And I'm trying to think. Yeah, I did start in junior high school, 7th to 9th grade. It wasn't as intense as kids are today, but it was bad enough that I would go home crying, or be sad at home and cry myself to sleep at times. And then it got to a point that I guess what was going on with me, I took it out on a person that was weak, and I became a bully, which is horrible. But not only was I going through bully, I was going through molestation, but that's another story. I haven't really opened up about that, but around the time I was being bullied, I was being molested. So I believe with those two things combined, I became a bully myself, and I used to bully this girl and this other boy. When I got older, of course, in my 20s or so, you know, seeing shows about bullying and the bullies coming back and blah blah blah, I always wanted to apologize, feel like I apologize. I even went trying to search for them and I never could find them. They're not even on Facebook. I tried Facebook, I tried all kinds of things, and I've never found them. But I truly, truly feel bad because I know how I felt, so I know how they felt. So with Matai, back to Matai, last week one of the kids started calling him Matthias, like saying his disease or whatever. So he was able to get other kids to join in and chime in. So basically, more than half of the class was saying that, and they wouldn't let Matthias go near them or touch him and say, "Ew, Matthias, 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 ew," you know. So his teacher wasn't there at the time. His aide was there, and she did talk to them. But when I picked him up that day, his teacher was like, "Oh, Matai needs to talk to you. Let me talk to you, whatever." So first I'm thinking, "Oh God, Matai got in trouble. What did Matai do this time?" Because every once in a while, Matai gets in trouble. He's one of those kids who wants to be the center of attention. He's a class clown and not staying in his seat. He's not focused, so he gets in a little trouble. So that's kids for you. So anyway, when he told me, I was like livid. So we went to the principal office and I told her, and she said she would take care of it, because I was like, I want this squashed right now. I don't want this to continue for the rest of the year. I want it squashed. And she was like really intense about, that's not the word, but she was really gung-ho about talking to the teachers and the kids in the morning. So the next day was supposed to be Matai's birthday, and I said, I am not celebrating birthday. I'm not rewarding this kid for being mean to him. And believe it or not, it didn't seem like, I think Matai has tough skin, because it didn't really bother him as much that it bothered me. But I wanted him to understand that it just wasn't right. It's not nice, and they shouldn't be rewarded with a party, a birthday party, for something that they did to him the day before. So apparently, because I didn't come, it kind of made them aware of how wrong they was, as well as their teachers getting on them. In fact, one of the teachers said she spent a whole hour talking to them, reprimanding them, like yelling at them about how wrong they was. She made them feel really, really bad. She had them write apology notes, and made a whole big book of it. I wish I could show you guys now. Hold on. Let me show you real quick. Hold that thought. Hi. Okay, here we go. So this is the booklet. Really nice booklet. One of the kids drew the picture in the front, and then I have a whole bunch of letters that each kid that was involved wrote. As you see, they wrote like paragraphs and pictures and everything. And this one last, is it the last one? No, it's not the last one. But all the apology letters were like, very long, couple of paragraphs, some of them. And there was only one letter, one apology letter that had 2 sentences on it. And which tells me, even though I know who did it, who started it, which tells me who the leader was. And let me see, where is it? Let's see. He wrote, "Dear Matai," he spelled Matai's name wrong. And by this time, they all know how to spell Matai's name. Everybody spelled his name right, but he spelled Matai's name wrong. And he says, "I'm sorry that I teased you. I hope you feel better. I am sorry." And that was it. Meanwhile, we got someone saying, "You're one of my best friends since first grade. Every time I see you, you put a smile on my face. If I had a bad day, You make me laugh. You are so talented. You are really good at dancing. You're also good at Pokemon, and if you stop being my friend, I'll be heartbroken. And then we have kids who drew hearts, and there's one kid that, oh, he didn't even have anything to do with it, but he wanted to write a letter, and he drew some pictures of a basketball player and everything of them playing basketball, and you know, just wonderful, wonderful things. Well, this is, I'm going over my time, so I'm going to end this really quick. Long story short, they wrote these letters, and I ended up going back the next day and having the party for him. And all the kids ran up to me, hugging me, and telling me how sorry they were that they did that. Some of the kids don't know why they did; they just did it, and you know that's how it goes with peer pressure. But I got genuine sorries, and Matai is okay. It hurt me more than to Matai, so I'm hoping he ends up like this forever. That no matter what anybody says to him negatively, he will not think twice about it, because he needs to have a tough skin anyway. He's trying to be a professional dancer. He's gonna have to go auditions and take criticism and blah blah blah. So this is just a start. So seeing how he is now, I'm hoping he stays that way, and that he has a good experience in middle school. If I do see problems, I plan on taking him out and trying to get him into a charter school now. I plan on getting him in a charter school now. I'm considering home tutoring, and I'm just trying alternate routes if I see that it's not working out. If I don't get any answers from charter school before the new school year, then I may have to just start him off in it, see how it goes, if there's really no problem. And oops, I got a low battery, so I gotta hang up. So if there's really no problems, maybe he'll stay in longer or whatever, but we shall see. But bullying's not nice. You gotta treat everybody like you want to treat yourself. You gotta raise your children not to bully others, not to hate someone because they're different, because their skin color is different, the culture, the racism, all that stuff should be wiped out and never put in our thoughts of our children, and just raise them up in goodness, in rainbows and sunshine and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm that type of person. I'm raising my kids that way. I raised my older one that way, and he's 23 now, and he has the greatest personality. So that's what I'm doing for Matai, and I'm just praying that he has a good experience in the middle school. So my camera's about to turn off, so I'm about to get off. But thanks everybody for listening. Smooches.